Okay.
and that also after based on the investigation, that he also take appropriate action.
I would, if I were the sheriff, and I was asked that same question, I would not initiate an investigation. I believe in states' rights. I believe that whatever's happened so far, I'm on the side of the Bundys. I even have a sign at my house that I keep on my refrigerator that indicates I support the Bundys, and I do. Again, I believe in states' rights.
May I ask you a further question?
Yes, you may.
Are you aware of the U.S. Constitution?
Am I aware of it?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Would you realize when you take public office that you have to swear an oath to uphold the Constitution?
I do.
There are certain areas in the Constitution itself, not the amendments, the Constitution itself. It indicates the due process of law, which is through the jurisprudence section of it. It also gives the right of the U.S. government, okay, to address these matters in a court of law, okay, that provides the rights over states and individuals over property. Now, that's what it says in the U.S. Constitution. I can be more specific, if you want to be specifically not to be able to adhere to that, please make me understand why.
I believe, as I said, I believe in states' rights. I believe this is a civil matter, and they didn't follow due process. To send in American soldiers, so to speak, members of the BLM that are armed against civilians is not something I could support. And you may say it is or isn't a constitution, but for me, as I said, it's states' rights. So everything that the Constitution doesn't talk about specifically is left to states' rights. And my position is that I support the Bundys. I believe it's a civil matter. I believe that our government should not come in and at the point of a gun try to enforce the law.
Do you support the Bundys in the statement that covers their recognition of the federal government?
No. No.
Cliven Bundy specifically stated that he does not recognize the United States government.
I don't support that.
But he recognized the power of the sheriff, so...
He does.
Yes.
I would tell you that. I'd stick to my original statement. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't get involved in that. I wouldn't do what Congressman Horsford asked to be done.
So the district courts, which is on the bench, there are elections. There are judges that have been elected by the people in the state of Nevada that are sitting in these district courts that have come to the conclusion that the Bundy claims are without merit. You as a sheriff then would have to enforce these claims against Bundy, or would you deny that to the public?
It's a civil matter. It's not a question of denying it. It's a question of if you're the sheriff, you have to make certain decisions. Very plain spoken. This is a civil matter. What Mr. Bundy should have done was to pay the fees. And that's the one thing that he did he shouldn't have done.
So when it comes to things like foreclosures and other things which are civil matters, the sheriff will not be involved in any of those things?
The sheriff is not involved in those things.
All right.
That's the constable's office.